Hi, I am sitting at the pool deck of my hotel, and man, it's been a long time since I've meditated on my own. I actually haven't taught meditation in a very long time, but I was feeling inspired to teach a quick kind of relaxation, close your mind, and maybe you can watch the rest of the sunset with me. So let's go ahead and come into a quick seat, whatever that seat means to you. I don't like to cross my ankles on top of each other like crisscross style because that puts a lot of pressure when you're sitting there for a long time on that bottom foot. So what I do is I put my feet flat on the ground away from each other, and it kind of helps me like roll off of my butt and roll forward and kind of helps me sit up a little bit taller. So you can copy that if you want to. Um, and then here's something that I used to do a lot in practice, and I even practice this like when I'm out somewhere and I'm feeling like strong energy, or I'm feeling like I have a lot of energy that I want to release or whatever. Um, you can put your palms facing down on your knees, and that means that any energy that is flowing out of your hands or into your hands stays within you. So if you're feeling like you're really maxed out, you don't want any more energy, you can put your palms down. If you put your palms down and you're like, holy moly, I need to release some of this, or you're feeling like there's a really good vibe and you want to take in some of your surroundings, then you can flip your palms facing up. So whatever feels good for you, wherever you're at, you can put your palms facing down or up. And then throughout the meditation, if you feel like you need to change your hands, you can change your hands. Sometimes I put my hands in my lap as well. So whatever feels good for you. Go ahead and close your eyes. And then I want you to start at your tailbone and kind of like wiggle. Just not a lot of wiggles, just like kind of a little bit of wiggles. I want you to start at your sit bones, the 2 points on your butt that are touching the ground. And I want you to feel yourself kind of sink in to the earth, sink into the floor. And then I want you to feel the base of your spine where it reaches your pelvic bowl. And I want you to kind of sit up a little bit taller. And maybe your middle back where your high-waisted yoga pants go, or my high-waisted jeans. And I want you to sit up a little bit taller. Then I want you to feel your ribs and sit up a little bit taller. And I want you to feel your shoulder blades kind of pull in towards each other a little bit. Not crazy intense, not like you're holding a pencil in between your shoulder blades. I know we've all heard that cue, but just pulling together a little bit. And then we've been pulling everything up and back and up and back and up and back. I want you to pull from the top of your head like you have a string attached to your top knot, attached to your bun, up. And then I want you to tuck your chin so that the nape of your neck flattens out a little bit. And then I want you to focus on your breath. Inhaling and exhaling. You're not doing anything fancy here. You're not counting to 4 or 8 or trying to hold your breath at the top or at the bottom. You are just becoming aware of your breathing. How many times in your day do either you experience somebody else or experience it in yourself? How many times a day do you experience someone's heart rate going crazy? And you can like see it, right? You're like, dude, you are falling off of the edge. You are spiraling. Or you're telling yourself. Or maybe you think back to a couple hours ago, man, I spiraled out of control. I totally lost it. And how many times do you think if we just stopped and focused on our breath and could feel ourselves becoming agitated, if we could feel our breath becoming agitated, if we could slow that down, if we were just aware of our breath in the moment, how we could impact the rest of our day? If we could feel, man, my heart rate's starting to rise, My breathing is starting to become shallow. I'm actually kind of starting to think I'm going to start hyperventilating a little bit. Let me become aware of that and slow that down. How many times do you think an argument would not have been had? Or a snappy moment or a regret, even, whether we're talking to our kids or our spouse, our boss or employee, the coffee guy, the guy behind us at the red light that's creeping up to us. We're yelling at him even though he can't hear us. You think if we just were focused on our breath, inhaling and exhaling, if we could detect a change earlier, it's like a tornado warning system, right? The earlier the detection, the more lives are saved. I don't know how spiraled you get, but I think the earlier detection system I have, the more lives could be spared in the wrath of Bree. So that's all I want from you here. Just focus on it. Like I said, no counting, no pausing, just being aware. Feeling the air flowing through your body. Is it super shallow? Is it just going into your mouth or into your nose, down your throat, back out of your throat, out of your mouth or nose? Are you kind of feeling your ribs starting to expand? Maybe your belly starting to expand. Maybe you've been doing this for quite some time and you can feel the back of your lungs hitting the back of your ribs. Man, I had a yoga teacher once who was so aware of her breath. She could make the back of her ribs move. I was like, man, I want to be aware of my breath like that. But for now, we're starting at the first stair or even at the third stair. We just got to focus. Inhaling and out, exhaling. And if thoughts come up about dinner, or laundry, or the sun setting, or I have a lot of mosquitoes where I'm at right now, just push it out. Hey, you're welcome. You're welcome to be here in my brain, but I need you to come back in 5 minutes. We're not pushing it away forever. We're just pushing it out for now because this is our moment and our time. Gosh, becoming a mother has completely changed my life. I'm meditating. I'm almost done. Becoming a mother has completely changed my life. It went from being a complete people pleaser and letting every single interruption come in because that was the most important to me, not having a single moment to myself ever. 24 hours of the day are dedicated to other beings. And so if I'm going to close my eyes and I'm going to focus inward and I'm going to focus on my breath and a thought process starts to pipe in about somebody other than my breathing, I'm allowed to be selfish in that moment and say, I love you, and I'm pushing you out of my brain for the next 3 minutes. I love you, and in order to not lose my marbles on you, I need to make sure that I come back to my breath every once in a while. Go ahead and start to move your fingers. Maybe swallow. Maybe bring your eyebrows up and down. Maybe you can roll your head in a circle. Feels good. Maybe take a big exhale and put your hands on your knees if they weren't already there and do some seated cat-cows. Just do whatever feels best for you in this moment. And then super tuck your chin into your chest. I want you to super tuck your chin into your chest. And I want you to slowly blink your eyes open. Like you see in the dramatic movie, man, where they're waking up and they're blinking and they're like, where am I? That's how I want you to blink your eyes open. Very dramatically, slowly. See the details of your surroundings around your feet, around your seat. Kind of start to come back to, okay, well, I've been sitting here, I've had my eyes closed, forgot where I was, but now I'm back. Now I'm back with this earth. Now I can answer any questions that anybody brings to me. I can tell them where their charger is. Now that I've had my couple of minutes. Thank you so much for meditating with me and breathing with me with this beautiful sunset. Now it is way too dark and I have been summoned to dinner. But I appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule to meditate and come back to your breath with me for just a couple minutes. I'll see you next time.